Let me introduce you around the room. I've never seen the Chief this excited. He's wandered in here with a head of steam that is quite extraordinary. And his behaviour at the airport, I wasn't there, but I've already heard about it. We need to get to almost immediately. Jason Dunstall's the superstar, the Duke, former All-Australian, of course, from the Western Bulldogs. Damien Barrett, newsbreaker, in extraordinary form. Beautiful night for football. And Duke, you've just come in. You boys have come from the airport. You've come straight here. I've been doing the rush hour, so I've been here for a couple of hours. And I've already heard of an incident, an AFL incident.
Very awkward.
At least get Jim to get somewhere near the truth.
Well, Chief, I think you just need to hold fire for a little bit, and I'll talk you through exactly what happened. Straight from the airport, Jim, we go to our hotel, running a touch late. We get to the Stanford Plaza. The Chief works out that Collingwood are staying there, and he doesn't, as a rule, like human beings, Chief. We've established that. He said, I'm not interested in talking to any Collingwood gyppers, I think, was the quote. That would have been it. So he was sulking around the hotel, Damo, it's fair to say, trying to find his way through the lift without having to make eye contact with anyone, just in time to put our bags in our room, come back to the car. Now, I was running a little bit late because I just had to unpack my bag and come back down. Now, I only caught the tail end of this, Damo, and from what I saw, Chief standing alongside the Triple M car, the big Chief, and I'm talking Andrew Demetriou, who's been in Queensland for a week. He spots the Triple M car and waves. Now, Damo thinks that Demetriou's waving in. His head nearly wobbles off his shoulders, and he scampers over, thinking, hang on, he's talking to me.
That's it.
He wanted a piece of our Chief, the Hawthorn legend, who made eye contact, turned his shoulders and just dropped into the Triple M car and said, I'm not interested in talking to anyone. I don't care if you're the big boss of the AFL.
So, hang on, Duke, are you telling me that the Chief fresh-aired the CEO of the AFL?
Made eye contact, turned his back.
Put a flamethrower to him.
And just waltzed into the back of the Triple M. Now, poor Andrew Demetriou, the big Chief, he's copped 10 minutes of Damo firing. He thought it was all about Damo.
That's a really good version of events, given you didn't see it.
No, I was coming down the stairs.
But you're actually true when it comes to the Chief part of that story.
Chief,
you did wipe him, Chief.
Do we want to flirt with the truth at all?
Chief.
Do we want to flirt with the truth?
Everyone listening to Triple M know you're capable of that. So
we were given a time to be out in the car.
Yes.
Obviously, I was punctual because I believe in being respectful.
Yes.
Duke wanted down 10 minutes after the event, so he didn't even see it.
In time to catch
I walked out with Damo. I never saw Andrew Demetriou.
I never saw.
Hang on. I was first into the car. As Damo was getting in, he then stopped, got back out, went over and spoke to someone.
Because someone was yelling out to us.
Well, I didn't hear it, and I didn't see it. So then you went and had a chat to Andrew Demetriou.
Well, as I usually do when someone calls my name.
Well, I didn't hear it, and then he said, say good day to me.
And then at the end of it, he said,
and then you
say hello to Jason for me.
You then went and spoke to some Collingwood gyppers, and they gave you nothing as well.
No, we got some information out of them.
Can you please say hello to Jason for me?
That's what he said.
As the CEO of the AFL, I'd like it if you wouldn't mind saying hello to Jason sitting in that car a couple of metres away.
He's 5.5 metres away.
That's it.
With the door shut.
Not interested in coming out.
Listen, you blokes are kidding yourselves. And all Worry did was try and jam his head up his bum crack for the 10 minutes that he got there. I mean, it was ridiculous the way he schmoozed.
That was a bit awkward too, Damo.
You did wipe him, Chief.
I did.
I was the one person
I didn't realise Worry could hold his breath for that long.
You know what I think might have instigated? Because on the drive out of the airport on the way there, Chief had a little radio interview he was doing in Sydney. We got a bomb out of that because one of the Sydney reporters, Damo, and Chief doesn't give a nervous laugh too often, but is there a massive AFL function up in Canberra?
Hall of Fame's in Canberra on
Tuesday. In a week's time.
And you're not making up more rubbish.
It was put to the Chief that maybe he will be elevated to legend status.
And only appropriate.
I think his quote was, should have been an automatic legend. Was our discussion in the car. That was what came out of Chief's mouth.
I told the bloke, Jim, that I thought he'd been fed some poor information.
Really?
Yes.
Why are you nodding here?
So, Chief, let me just say this, ask you this. Is your complete torching of the head of the AFL...
Jim, do you want to be too short for the next couple of hours?
...symptomatic of where the Hawthorn Football Club are at and the real swagger that you're now holding...
Do you know what?
The competition in 8-1, top of the table.
I actually know Andrew well. I played football with him.
Well, then even more reason to get out of the car, Chief.
Didn't see him, didn't hear him until after the event.
Maybe a wave? Or...
You were onto something here, JB.
I think
it's because they're fearful of the AFL money that's part of the GWS offer for Buddy Franklin to go.
Is that the tension?
Is that where it's from? Or is it now that Hawthorn are just that big, and they are now the the powerhouse club with Collingwood in the comp. The Chief goes, you know what? I don't need a part of the Chief.
Exactly.
I don't need to converse with him.
That's what it looked like to me.
We run our own race. Chief?
Just admit you did brush him, Chief.
Then
we'll move on. We'll move on after that.
I did not brush him.
Why were you sort of cowering down in the back of the car?
I was sitting in the car
trying to make yourself hard to see, Chief.
That's not an easy thing to do.
No one in footy could brush that man except Chief.
Shut up. Here's some proof. I actually had my head down because I was sending Duke a text that said, any danger flog, because he was running late.
Oh, no.
Duke, get your phone out and we'll check text.
Fair to see if it's unravelled, Jim, before we've even started this.